Well, I think I'm really clever today. Clever in one aspect, but not so clever in the other. So keep watching if you want to know why I think I'm very clever. So welcome back. Now I am planning on arranging a very traditional shaped arrangement, and as usual the mechanics are a little bit problematic. You've probably seen this container before. This is a lovely urn and I've painted the urn myself, and my normal method would be to just set a plate on the top or a dish of some description, and my plan for this one for the next video was going to use a little saucer. This is just a cheap saucer that I've picked up somewhere, and it happens to fit quite nicely into the container so I can arrange in a traditional manner on the top. What I don't like about this method is because the saucer is flat, it's very hard to keep water in it because there isn't a wide enough or a deep enough space to hold the water. And I've looked for different styles of containers and different Tupperware and plastic containers, and I pretty much look everywhere when I'm out shopping to find a set of containers that fit nicely on the top. A lot of the floristry containers don't fit particularly well. They're the wrong size or the wrong shape. They're not deep enough, not wide enough, and so on and so forth. So here's a few different containers that I usually use. So this is a melamine dish. I have lots of these, and these do work quite well. They sit nicely on the top. Sometimes it's hard to hide the black rim around the outside, but that's a really good option. That would be my first choice after the saucer. Then we've got something that I normally refer to as a loamy dish, but I think these now might be made by Oasis as well, and that's a really good size. That fits quite nicely into the top. The lip of the container is below the level of the container, so it's not as difficult to hide. And these are quite strong, quite robust. They're deep enough to hold water, and a large piece of floral foam. They're a bit tricky to get out because there's no edge to hold on to when you pull it out. But those two are my favourite options. Then there is this plastic container here. This one is actually broken. This is from the bottom of my store cupboard. But this is another one that fits quite nicely there on the top. But the only difficulty with this one is the area that you can fit the foam into is quite small. So it limits you to the size of the floral foam you can put in it. But a few days ago, I was out shopping, and I like the sort of cheap end shops. Like here in the UK, we have B&M, Home Bargains, Pound Stretcher, Poundland, and we have a shop called One Below. And I'm sure you can buy these containers in lots of different shops. But those are the ones that I tend to frequent looking for basic containers that will hold floral foam. And I came across dog bowls. Look at that. I think I'm so clever. So they come in 3 different sizes. I've got 2 different sizes here, and there's a bigger one as well. You might think I'm a bit nuts, but I was really impressed when I found these. And they fit so many different containers that I've got here in the studio. I left the label on just so that you could see, and there are a couple of dog prints around the outside. So would I use these for a floristry job where the customer was going to take them home? I'm not sure. Would I be very impressed if they had little doggy footprints, or do you think they'd even notice? I don't know. But the smaller size that I picked up, so I picked up these 2 and a bigger size, fits really nicely into this container here, and it will allow me to keep that topped up with water. The water isn't going to dribble out of the container and splay out over the side. I can fill that up, and I can know that that's going to stay hydrated. And also, one of the beauties is that because I now have a deep container, I can use this for wire netting. So it'll hold a really nice ball of wire netting in there. And my fail, because I mentioned that I had a goal and a fail, this is definitely my goal. And I'm going to make an arrangement. Whoa, I was going to make an arrangement in this container. But my fail for today is that I don't think my colour combination suits my container. So I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board I've got really vibrant oranges and cerises, and I don't think the two go particularly well together. This is too traditional, too rustic, a little bit heritage maybe in its appearance, and this is a bit more modern, a bit contemporary in its styling, very bright and cheerful, obviously very vibrant. So now I'm confused. I don't really know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to look now for something that suits this colour combination, and I've really only got an hour or two to do some filming, so I'm a bit cross with myself. But come back very soon, because you will eventually see an arrangement using these beautiful, what I think is confidential rose and a beautiful cerise spray rose, and I'm going to make a nice oval shaped design rather than a triangle that we see quite a lot of. But I need to go back to the drawing board. So if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Hit that notification bell, because if you hit it, you're going to know when an arrangement is due and when I've used those lovely flowers. And I'll see you then. Bye for now.